Greetings, citizens. Justiguy has arrived. As I'm sure pretty much all of you have heard already, there is a Pokemon Nintendo Direct happening tomorrow. And honestly, I don't know what to think about it. Part of me is kinda hoping it's gonna be, some new games. Part of me isn't. With Sun and Moon, I was pretty into it as I played it, although I did have to turn off EXP share and, make it harder for myself on my own. But, fine. They want to make it, the cinematic experience, blah, blah, blah. And if they want to blatantly copy Yokai Watch in a lot of places and not get called out on it by any reviews that I could find, because, wow, I don't know how they pulled that off, by the way. But anyway, if they want to do that, fine. There are worse things Pokemon could, rip off. I mean, and I guess after all these years, Pokemon is kind of owed that after, everyone else copying it. But, still, it'd be nice if more people called it out on the fact that the past couple games have been pretty clearly borrowing from level 5. But, whatever. We're not gonna stick on that too much. Maybe we'll stick on the fact that Nintendo of America and maybe Nintendo of Europe too still suck at releasing events to their games that are released globally at the same time. And we all have internet connections. We know Japan is getting better events. There is no excuse for this crap now. Come on, it's 2017. It's gonna be 2018. What gives? But we can maybe skip that one too. Fine, whatever. Maybe we could talk about cheating in Pokemon and how the game is inherently designed. You know what? I've got a video almost done based on that topic, so I'm going to skip that. Let's not get people mad. No, let's talk about the Pokemon Direct. Now, if something comes out on the 3DS, I'll just probably get whatever it is. I mean, I've got a 3DS, you know what? Fine. Even if it's Sun and Moon 3, whatever, Stars, Universe, whatever, I'll probably get that. Because, I already got the 3DS. Why not? I did like Sun and Moon. I like playing through Sun and Moon. And it's fun to play through the first time. But it's also really clunky and such a pain in the ass for post-game stuff and grinding. And it's so much worse than last gen was in all the competitive ways if you're not cheating and all that crap. And, I get it. But it's just so much worse. Ugh. So yeah, I'll get it. I'll play through it, but I'm not gonna. I can't play it again. I can't. They dropped the ball this gen so fucking hard, in my opinion. But yeah, if it's a 3DS game, doesn't matter what it is. I'll get it. If they're putting gold and silver on the eShop, yeah, I'm there. Whatever. Cool. I'm there. That said, what am I hoping for? Well, I would like, honestly, if we get Sun and Moon 3 on 3DS, there better be a lot of extra stuff. There better be a lot, and I mean a lot of extra stuff. Like story, fine, whatever. I want more Alolan forms and some goddamn megas, please. There is no excuse in my mind for Sun and Moon to not have megas. And going forward, remakes included, there is no excuse for every new game in the series not to have regional Pokemon. Which brings me to another popular thing. If they are throwing out a Sinnoh remake, I want some Sinnoh forms of stuff. So, get on that, Game Freak. But then there's, the whole Switch. Ugh, Switch. Blech, 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 disgusting. Blech, hate it. Blech, blech, blech. Okay, I don't have a Switch, but you know what? I had a Wii U. I have a Wii U, technically. And I wasn't a fan, I wish I was. I'm not. I'm sorry. That's how it is. But this is Pokemon, and there are some things Game Freak could do to make me interested in a Switch. Specifically, maybe like, somewhere near 100 to 300 new Pokemon, no more skipping out like the last two gens have. Seriously, getting tired of that shit? Stop it. Bare minimum, 100 new ones. Come on, get with the times. Seriously, come on. None of this, oh, it's already a whole lot. Fuck off. You're not even including the National Pokedex in the games anymore. We can do this. Come on. Bare minimum. 100 new Pokemon. Let's push for 150. Come on. Make Pokemon good again. Not even saying great. Although, Sun and Moon were good games, but just whatever. Anyway, moving on. A lot of that. Give me a lot of Megas. Give me a lot of regional Pokemon. We're good. We're good. Give me some more, cool stuff. Like, more branching stuff like Eevee. More form stuff like Vivian and, stuff like that. Stop. I was going to do a video about this, but I'm just going to say it now. Stop giving the cool ideas to one thing or two things and never touching them again. That's dumb. It's stupid. Stop it. You're dumb. And stop doing your whole, oh, we're gonna do this one thing in this one game and never do it again. Fuck that. Fuck that and fuck you, Game Freak. Stop making your games unique from each other. No. Improve your games. Don't make it so each one is special. That's dumb. It's so dumb. Almost as dumb as the people that defend you for doing this. Every Pokemon game should have contests. Every Pokemon game should have the freaking bike stuff. Every Pokemon game should have all the shit the other ones had, and they should be doing it better and improving on it. Like, everything. They all should have megas right now. Seriously. Or at least, I mean, okay, Sun and Moon should have megas right now. You know what I mean? Everything now. Going forward. Z-moves. Regional stuff. You get what I mean. Do that. And as you can see, I'm not talking a lot about the Switch because I really am not. I'm not a fan of the Switch. I'm not a fan. I'm not too interested. But maybe they can sway me. That's the word. Maybe they can sway me. But I don't know if they will. I don't know if they will. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. It will all depend because it could also be a mobile game. It could also be a big, fancy Pokemon Go update, finally adding the rest of the Pokemon. Or it could be a new Pokemon cell phone game. Maybe a real Pokemon cell phone game. Maybe more Pokemon Amiibo. Maybe they're throwing Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, all that good stuff onto cell phones. Oh, that would be so amazing. Oh my god. Maybe it would even be able to connect to the that app thing that you have storage. I don't remember the box, Pokemon box thing, bank, Pokemon Bank. Maybe it will connect to Pokemon Bank, and it'll be like, oh my god, cell phone, Pokemon Bank. I can take these things on my cell phone, put it in a real game, and to take it to the tournament, even though all the people who are cheating do that. Oh my god, it's amazing. Maybe they'll do that. That'd be so cool, right? Right? No, one because anyone who really goes to those freaking tournaments is just making this shit in their computer anyway. Oh, no judgment. Sorry, off topic again. I got a video on that in the works. Moving on. So, Switch Pokemon. It might be cool. Do I think they'll announce it? I don't know. I'm gonna be skeptical about it if they do, because this is GameFreak and I have very little confidence in their abilities after Sun and Moon. Because, yeah, Sun and Moon was a good game, but on the technical side, there's just... Come on, look. Fanboys, fangirls. Seriously, there's something about Sun and Moon. You know what I mean if you know what I mean, and if you don't, you're covering your eyes and covering your ears. I'm sorry, that's all I can say. That's all I can say! That's all I can say! Whoops. But seriously. Pokemon on the Switch. Maybe they're finally going to put Pokken on the Switch. Hell, maybe they're going to, update Pokken. Maybe Pokken sequel. It's about time, isn't it? I don't know. I think it's going to be big, whatever. It's about time for a new Pokemon game to be announced, isn't it? We're getting there. It's kind of a yearly series, kind of not. It alternates. If we look at Sun and Moon, like maybe the Black and White, where they had that, but the 3DS was here, it was on the way. We are about time, and if the Switch is the handheld stand-in, whatever you want to call it, for Nintendo, then maybe, you know, maybe it is time for the new Pokemon to move on to the new console. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to see. Personally, as popular as the idea is, I actually don't like the idea of Pokemon on a main real console. Don't get me wrong, the Coliseum games, whatever, they were cool and all, but I'd rather play them on a handheld, honestly. I feel like Pokemon is a game made for handhelds. Kind of like this Gaia, kind of like, a lot of JRPGs. Their concepts just feel to me like they are made to be played on handhelds. They're more fun on the go, to just be able to pick up and take anywhere. Like, they don't seem like they'd be fun as a game you sit down and devote time to. That just, maybe I'm getting old, but that just seems, like just kills it for me. I don't know. Plus, I don't care what anyone says. The Switch isn't really a handheld. If I can't put the damn thing in my pocket, it's not a handheld. So I'm sorry. That fat piece of junk is not a handheld. Thank you very much. Anyway, Pokemon might be coming to Switch. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Would I get it if it were? Maybe. It would depend. Honestly, it would be very tempting. But it's a fucking Switch, man. I cannot take more of Nintendo's bull. They are such a bad company. They are so bad. Nintendo is so bad. I can't do it. Maybe you guys are fine forgetting. Maybe you guys can. Maybe you guys can just forget the Wii U and the 3DS. And I am, yes, saying 3DS. Nintendo got lucky, Sony, and everyone in the whole world, because I am blaming the Vita on every single consumer out there just as much as I am Sony. That is my opinion, so suck it. Anyway, Nintendo is lucky that flopped, because the 3DS had no right, you know, winning that with how it just technically, logically, whatever, compares. But they did, because, they freaking try. And, that has good games. That's how it goes. Good games. Sun and Moon is a good game. Where am I even going with this? I don't know. I should end this video. It's garbage. Anyway, tomorrow is the Pokemon Direct. Tomorrow morning. Check it out. hopefully something cool comes from it. This is it'll suck if they just throw some freaking mobile game at us, even if it's a cool mobile game or one of the classics on mobile. Because you know what? No, we don't need more of that. We need real stuff. I want to see the future of Pokemon already. Come on. Because, like I said, Sun and Moon is fun to play through the story, but Game Freak has been getting worse and worse and worse about keeping you invested. And since they're not doing anything about the competitive scene and they're garbage outside of Japan with events, if the next game is like Sun and Moon in terms of post game stuff, and if it's so tedious again to train stuff, then I think I'm just done. But I hope I'm not. I hope I won't be. Because at the very least, I can play the old ones. And got a lot of those to go through. Anyway, it's been Justiguy Citizens talking way too much about garbage. Until next time, until tomorrow morning, maybe. Farewell.